Hey there, welcome to the wildest anime recap you'll ever see. And trust me, it's about to get spicy because my editor is about to get roasted harder than a Thanksgiving turkey. This is going to be a very short recap about a cultural anime. If you like fantasy and romance, then you should definitely watch this anime. If you don't know where to watch it, Google and Incognito are your best friends, just like my editor uses them to find his brain cells. The story begins when the main character found out that there is a doll on his cupboard and it is staring into his soul. He found that to be creepy, so he wants to throw it away. However, he watched a lot of scary movies and knew that he would be cursed if he threw the doll away. Therefore, he gave it to someone from the shrine since they will take good care of it. Smart move, unlike my editor who would probably try to date the doll just like he dates his body pillow. One day when he walked past the shrine, he realized that the doll is still staring at him. Instead of ignoring it, he assumed that it is too late for him and he has been cursed, so he took the doll back home and takes good care of it.
それならもういっそのこと大事にしてやろうって思ったんだ。綺麗に飾り付けて祭り上げてやろうってさ。
He prepared all sorts of things for the doll and enshrined her in his home. Ever since that day, a lot of good stuff is happening to him, and his luck has become very good. He even got himself a girlfriend, which is more action than my editor gets in a year, just like a monk in solitary confinement.
ここ最近俺はついている。大学の試験ではいい成績が取れるし、コンビニのバイトでは給料が上がり、道を歩けばお金を拾う。不思議なくらいにいいことが連続して起こっている。
He has no idea why he is very lucky all of a sudden, but he assumed that everything is given to him by the doll. After he pets its head, its eyes suddenly glow and turn red. However, he does not notice it, just like my editor doesn't notice when he's being a complete disappointment.
おっと、こうしちゃいれん。童貞卒業の日のためにしっかり予習せねばな。なんつって。
After he said that he is going to start his solo Let's Play while watching an educational documentary, during his gameplay, someone called out to him that startled him since he is living alone and there is no one coming to his house except him. When he turned around, he saw a girl, and she wants to know what he is doing. I guess she doesn't know much about gaming, just like my editor doesn't know much about having a social life. Anyways, she introduces herself as Nina, and she informed him that he is the one who enshrined her. It was at that moment he realized that she is the doll, and she has turned into a human.
ニーナっていうの。変な名前つけないでくれてありがとう。
なんで人間の体？
He wants to know why she is in human form. She told him that she just wants to have a talk with him. It seems like she has been abandoned by her previous owner, and she has stayed for a long time. She gave everyone who stayed here bad luck. However, he is an exception because he is the main character, and she has fallen in love with him faster than my editor falls asleep during work meetings.
してあげた。でもあなたはあなたのことは一目で好きになった。だから頑張って下の部屋から出てきたのに私のこと捨てちゃうんだもん。ひどい。でも最後には私のところに戻ってきてくれた。私を大事にしてくれた。私に。
Although he tries to throw her away, he still took her back and enshrined her in his home, so she is very happy. When she is telling him that, he realized that he couldn't move his body. Then she asked him if he is doing a solo Let's Play. He knew that anything that he said can be used against him in court, so he does not say anything. Smart man, unlike my editor who incriminates himself every time he opens his mouth. Anyways, she saw the educational documentary on the TV, so she mimicked the movement and starts to aim assist his Excalibur. This is his first time getting aim assisted, and although she is a newbie, she has master prestige on that. As a result, he achieved quick shot and gave her some protein facial therapy. She is curious about the protein shake, so she tries some. After that, she found out that it is actually quite delicious, just like how my editor discovers new ways to disappoint me daily. In the meantime, the actress in the documentary is doing an eco-cleaning, so Nina mimics her too and starts to clean his Excalibur the climate-friendly way. That is also too much for him, so he fed her a lot of tasty protein shake. She knows how to appreciate good food, so she consumed all of it. The editor should learn from her, just like he should learn basic human decency. After that, she wants to drink more protein shake, so she wants to play Bouncing Simulator 2025 with him.
お前さ、下履いてる？
下？
バカ！なんでノーパンなんだよ！
私これしか持ってないもん。そんなことより
待て待て、ゴムつけろ。これ。
Although she is a doll, he is still afraid of child support. Therefore, he wants to use a protective gear when exploring her dungeon. She is reluctant at first, but he explained to her that this is the only way for her to enjoy the protein shake. Once the protein shake is in the dungeon, it will stay in the dungeon. Then he gave her a lot of premium 3-star protein pie. Despite getting a lot of nutrients, she keeps wanting more. I guess she is addicted to it, just like my editor is addicted to being mediocre.
ねえねえ、このゴムまだあるの？
まだそこのタンスにいっぱい。
ねえ、それ全部使っちゃおうよ。
ああ、今？
そうだよ。ほらほら、もう一回。まだまだ。もっともっと。
Anyways, what amazed me is that he is strong enough to take on her dungeon over and over again. However, he has reached his limit and passed out in the end. Fortunately, she seems to be very satisfied with this premium gourmet. I mean, who wouldn't? Unlike my editor who's never satisfied with anything, just like a Karen at a 5-star restaurant. On the next day, she's back to her doll form. Luckily, he's still alive, although he has supplied a ton of protein to her yesterday. Anyways, he's going to buy some new clothes for her.
最高だったぞ。 ニナ。お？はあ、明日こいつの下着と服買いに行くか。
On the next day, he is telling a scary story to his girlfriend Hiroko at a restaurant. She thought that it is just a fictional story until he told her that everything is based on a true story. Little did they know that they are fictional characters too, just like us. So wake the f*** up. And everything is just a simulation, just like my editor's work ethic.
それならもういっそのこと大事にしてやろうって思ったんだ。綺麗に飾り付けて祭り上げてやろうってさ。 それからというもの、彼には幸運なことが次々と起こった。体調良好、学業順調、毎日楽しい。それに何より俺みたいな男に彼女ができて、毎日こうして晩飯食べてる。
え？
Anyways, she is glaring at him for enshrining a cursed doll at his house. Then she told him that she is going to stay over at his place tonight to have a look at the doll. At nighttime, there is nothing going on, and she has gone to sleep. In the meantime, he has no idea what she is thinking. Since she is sleeping next to him, he wants to assume that she is inviting him to explore her dungeon. But it is 2025 now, so he does not want to be cancelled in the future, just like my editor should be cancelled for his terrible editing skills. However, he really wants to explore her dungeon. When he is thinking about that, Nina suddenly called out to him.
できると思ったのに。いや、普通するだろこの状況。
もうお兄さんったら。
She called him an idiot for letting a stranger into their home. She told him that this room belongs to her, and he is just an exception. This means that his girlfriend Hiroko is going to get cursed by her. At the same time, he couldn't move his body like before. It seems like Nina has given him too much luck till he got a girlfriend. Now she's going to take him away from Hiroko by taking on his Excalibur in front of her, just like my editor takes away my will to live every time he submits his work. Since he couldn't move, there's not much he can do but watch Nina cleaning his Excalibur the Earth-friendly way. After she got her daily dose of protein, he can finally move his body, and she wants him to explore her dungeon. Although Hiroko is right beside him, his Excalibur is taking command now, and it wants to explore Nina's dungeon. Before that, he took out a legendary protective gear. However, Nina asked him to stop being a pussy and explore the dungeon like a man. Despite saying that, she adheres to him and allows him to use the protective gear. After that, she starts to play the game of the year, Bouncing Simulator 2025. Despite releasing a lot of loud royalty-free music, Hiroko is still sleeping like a log, just like my editor sleeps through deadlines. However, after a few hours, she's finally awake, and she heard some Fire mixtape coming from behind. She is shocked when she saw him role-playing as a protein shake dispenser, and Nina is still getting her free daily meals. Hiroko wants to report this to the authorities, but she couldn't move her body. It seems like Nina has the power to paralyze anyone in that room. After that, Nina knew that it is 2025 now, so she is introducing some Pride moments to Hiroko. I guess they are celebrating Pride Month early. Anyways, they want to play Excalibur Roulette, and as expected, he chose Nina's dungeon. After the Pride moment, Nina used her power to hypnotize Hiroko to leave them alone and break up with him. After Hiroko left, he told her that he felt like a terrible person. However, he chose Nina in the end because he wouldn't have all of this good luck if Nina is not there. Just like I wouldn't have all this stress if my editor wasn't here.
お前の言う通り、 俺にとっては彼女ができたこと自体が幸せだったのかもしれない。つまりやっぱり俺が選んだんだよ、ニナを。ヒロコとの一件以降、俺は大学にも行かず、買い物などの必要最低限の外出以外はしなくなった。では何をしているかというと、
Ever since that day, he stopped going to school, and all he did was supply protein to Nina every day. Even when he is gaming with Nina, she is also playing Bouncing Simulator 2025 on him. Damn, she's playing 2 games at the same time, and she managed to win both of them too. I guess she is a gamer god after all, unlike my editor who can't even win at solitaire. One day he wants to know where she is living before she came here. She asked him to remove a piece of the floor, and there is an entrance leading to a basement. In there are some stuff on a table. It is a picture of someone, and there is an urn too. Well, there's a letter there too, so he picked it up and read it. After reading that, he found out that all of the stuff there belongs to the previous owner, and that person has passed away due to sickness.
ニナ、前の持ち主に捨てられたって言ってたよな。
うん。
この手紙は読んでないのか？
手紙なんか知らない。私こんなに自由に動けるの、この体になってからだもん。
He wants to tell Nina the truth, but she does not want to listen. I guess she has already found out the truth, and she couldn't accept the reality. After that, he gave her a hug and promised that he will never abandon her. When it is time for him to go to the afterlife, he will make sure that she comes with him. Then both of them can meet her previous owner. Well, that is a wholesome ending right there. More wholesome than my editor's personality. Thus, that is the end of my recap for this cultural anime. If you want a doll like Nina, then comment Nina. And if you want an editor better than mine, comment Fire the Editor. And don't forget to subscribe for more recaps where I roast my editor harder than a Christmas ham. Peace out, and remember, we're all just simulations.